So first of all, just set up this apparently copyright-free music. It's a little bit loud in my ears. Let's see what it looks like in OBS. Oh, maybe a little bit loud? Just scooch it down just a little bit. There we go, maybe like that. Hopefully that will be fine. Now with any luck you won't actually see any of that screen. No, that looks about right. Good. So this game doesn't actually have any music, which is why I've got some apparently copyright-free music from YouTube in the background. And now I might just go ahead and send out my go live notifications. Short stream tonight because I'm waiting for my laundry to be finished. Very exciting life that I have. But you know, you gotta fill your time the way you can, right? And I haven't been feeling so good today, but streaming always makes me feel better. So definitely wanted to get a chill stream in tonight. Good stuff. All right. And I think Twitch Mobile has even just unfucked itself. So that timing is quite good. There we go. Whoop. Just knock my Twitch. Why not? Twitch? Oh my god, my Switch. Okay. Close Twitter. Hello, Sphinx. You fell asleep during Subnautica last night? Let me tell you, I had dreams about Subnautica last night. I had these dreams where I was looking out from my viewing room and I could just see Reaper Leviathans and Warpers and my god. And I had, and I'm sure you're familiar with this, I had the kind of dreams you get where you dream that you are streaming so that chat is talking to you. That's always fun. So I had to wake myself up at about 3:30 in the morning when I go to sleep at about midnight and just have to get up and do something for about 45 minutes before I could get back to sleep because I was just completely streaming in my dreams. I was like, okay, this is my life now. Oh, that's not so bad. I'm just, I have a friend in real life who I know likes to watch my chill streams, but doesn't always catch the notifications, so I'm just going to give them a buzz or a ping and let them know, and then I'll get started. This music is from something that calls itself copyright-free music on YouTube, so I hope it's copyright-free music and it doesn't get me in trouble. Should be fine. This game doesn't have its own music, so I thought rather than just give you the sound of air, give you a bit of ambient music as well. This is a 1 hour mix. I only really want to stream for 1 hour because I am in fact streaming while my laundry is on. I meant to do a lot of chores today and I didn't really get a lot done, but I can do laundry at least. Okay. Hello Tilotic and hello Asparagon as well. Let's get started. So let's just I'll see if I can, let me know how the audio balance sounds, because I've now got this wind noise. I want to keep wind noise, but not that it's so much that it's a white noise over the music. So let's do that. I actually got an achievement before for inverting the vertical axis, but I did a quick test play of this before I started streaming it, and it was not working for me with the standard axis. So so yes, audio is good. All right, let me know if that changes while I'm playing. This is an entirely keyboard game, which confused the hell out of me to start with. So something cool about this game is that you can create a map out of any word to start with. So I'm happy to take suggestions for words, but I'm going to start with this one. This is my name. Whoa. Oh god. Good start. Real good start. Alright. Try again. Try again. Try again. Of course, now I have to get used to the axis not being inverted, but I think this works a little bit better for me. In other words, up is now going up. The up arrow is sending me up. The down arrow is sending me down, whereas the default is that the up arrow sends you down and the down arrow sends you up, which is pretty standard for flying games, I think, but wasn't working too good for me. So you get points. Whoa, shit. Yep, that's me not being used to the axis again. Oh no. If that happens too much, I might just have to switch it back and just get used to it the other way. Tilotig, you want me to do murder hobo as a keyword? All right. So you get points in this game by being close to things that could kill you. And you also get a point bonus if you can find a portal and go through that to a new map. I would love to do that. I was having trouble with it in the test play though. Oh Jesus. Ah! Yep. I think we're gonna have to go back to the old settings. I think I mentioned this before, but my brain is just fried. I actually got an achievement for inverting the controls, and the achievement is called Psycho, and the flavor text in Steam is something like, "What kind of madman would invert the controls?" I'm not sure if you can use a controller. This was a game made by 3 students in game design at, I think, Berlin University or Berlin Game Design Academy or something like that. If you look at my tweet, I've added the creators, so you can go check out their stuff if you're interested. But yeah, Ashmelon's here too. Welcome. Oops, no, I pressed the wrong thing. Oh no. Alright. Murder. That's how you spell murder, right? Yes. Okay. That's pretty nice. Yep, that's me getting used to the uninverted controls. There we go. Expect me to blame the controls every time I slam myself into the walls. Every death will be the controls' fault, not mine. Sphinx, it's not even mouse and keyboard, it's just keyboard. And I do have an Xbox controller. I could plug it in and see if it worked. All right, I want to see if I can get this to show you. There we go. Portal. Oh, and you maintain momentum. That's good to know. So for me, this is just literally keyboard controls. I'm using the arrow keys. And I don't know if you can see, but in the options menu, it didn't really look like there were options for controller things. So, oh Jesus, living on the edge here a little bit. There you go. It all worked out okay. Whoop, missed that. We can go through instead. Oh no. Oh, I'm error. Whee! There we go. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. There's another portal down there I can see. Can I get in? Can I get in? No! Oh my god, that was so close! Oh gosh. So you can probably tell, but it's a little bit difficult for me to read the chat while I'm playing this, but don't worry, you'll have plenty of opportunities when I die. Oh no, 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 no. Oh. New high score, look at that. I think this music suits it pretty well, right? It's literally from a channel on YouTube called Copyright Free Music. And it's a 1 hour mix because, as I said, don't really want to be playing more than 1 hour tonight. So that works. Rising Star. I don't know what that means, but I'm happy with it. Oh no, 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 no. That's all right. There we go. That was pretty good. Plug controller in and try. Well, I can plug it in. See what it does. Where are we? I might have to exit and re-enter the game. Oh, hello Xbox. You can hear all kinds of rattly noises, I'm sure, while I'm sorting my shit out here. Whoop, yep, controller works. So I guess we'll try with the controller. Cool. Let's try. Whoa, okay, yep, I getcha. Oh, I should have changed the seed. Hang on, I want to change the seed. Oh, Jesus. Controller. Controller takes a little getting used to, but it's better. Much better than the arrow keys. Ah. Oh, so close. All right, new seed. Seed suggestion. What have you got for me, chat? Any suggestions? New seed splat. Yeah, I'll take that. Splitter. I just hang on. Create map. There we go. All right. We're doing splat. This is an interesting level. It's like a lot flatter than other levels I've played. Still got that delightful green and purple color scheme, mind you. Oh yeah, this is much easier to control like this. I think there's a tendency to sort of feel like you should be able to go up without gaining momentum going down first. But that's more, well, me adjusting to the controls rather than anything else. Can I fly through clouds? I don't know. I think I'm too far away from those clouds. The next time I have an opportunity to check, I will do so. Oh, hello. Oh, Jesus. How did I go, like, between those two? All right, we'll do one more with Splat, and then I'll try Sunflower. Ah! Oh my god! Oh! Oh. I am not super good at this. In case it's not clear, I get more points for going through channels like that than for flying around the outside of the structure. Well, the game told me that. I'm sort of taking it at its word that it knows what it gives me more points for. Oh no. Oh, bad, 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 bad. All right. Sunflower. Wait, what? No, 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 no. Maps. Okay. You know what? I'm still, every time I use the Xbox controller, I am confused because B and A are reversed, how I'm used to them being. There's sunflower. I'm pressing B from the main menu in this game, just starts the game for you, which is interesting, but it works. What? You know what happened there? I forgot that I have to gain momentum by going down, and I was like, why am I losing altitude? I'm just having a look around. I don't think I can fly through clouds because they are outside of the main fly area. If you have a look, they're sort of more like in the background zone. I don't think I can fly out to there. Oh, there's a cloud though. Is that close enough for me to fly through? No, it just looks it. So this time, rather than trying to get into a portal, I'm going to show you what happens when you get to the bottom of the fall. Unless I accidentally fly into a portal, which is entirely possible. Because I'm not very good at this. Or, you know, accidentally slam myself into a cliff because I'm not very good at this. Both are possible. But I'm endeavoring not to this time. Oh shit. Down is up is down. Oh, Jesus, that was a bit close, wasn't it? Alright. So, when you reach the bottom, you get to go into a new map. But you don't get that 1,000 point bonus that you get from going via a portal. So, portals are still superior. I like this one. Oh shit. There were 3 of them and I missed every single one. Nope, lost too much altitude. Oh well. Zoom. Is it appropriate to organize flights on this site? Probably depends on the kinds of flights you're hoping to have. Whoa! Almost slammed myself into the underside of the level there. No. Not quite. I'm trying to do a loop-the-loop, but it's not happening. Whoa! It's pretty cool. This looks a little bit like the map I get with my... Oh, new high score, sweet. With my name. I don't trust that. I don't trust my current momentum. can only travel level for so long before it decides that, no, in fact, you need to go down now. I think it would be really cool to fly in a wingsuit for real, right? Whoop, whoop. There we go. All good. Got it? Yeah! Oh, I love this one. How nice is this color scheme? Blue skies, yellow rocks. This is almost like something that could exist in our real world. I noticed in the settings that this game has a Zen mode, but I feel like, you know, I guess it is possible to die, but it's pretty Zen just by itself. Portal there. Oh, I missed it just by that much. Oh, Jesus. Any of those there portals that I could use to boost my score towards the end of the level here? No. Whoa, Jesus. Throwing me right into it that time. This one's got a pretty nice color scheme as well. Nice calming green. Oh. Expert? I just got a Steam achievement that says expert. I must be doing pretty okay. There we go. Yeah, give me that portal. Give me that portal. Yes! Oh god. Oh, what have I got myself into? This is pretty awesome. So I found out, oh, I suppose find out about this game makes it sound like even more than it actually was. I was buying something else altogether on Steam, and I saw this in the suggested games on the right when you look at your cart to check out. And I was like, you know what? I'm looking for more chill games to do on Chill Stream Mondays. So I bought it. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. Recovery, recovery. No! Thanks to Loading and Ashmelon. Have a good night. What did I get? 24,214. It's not bad. And I've cracked, I see, the top 100,000 in the world. Not bad. Alright. Oh, we're back on this level. I should have asked for a new seed. Let me know in the chat if you have an idea for a good seed. I find myself wondering if maybe there are some hard-coded levels as well for particular seeds. Oh no. Oh dear. That B button again. That B button again. There we go. What will I use for my new seed? Well, I'm waiting on my laundry, right? Try really hard? Alright, I'll do that one first. I don't know, it doesn't look any harder than any of the other levels I was doing. Although I do notice there are quite a lot of how do I phrase this? Upright objects on this level. Yeah, you could call that an upright object, right? I'm a mature adult. This is a nice level. I like this one. That's fun. I had a real quick look at the devs' Twitter before I started streaming. Like I said, I wanted to at them, and it looks like they've got a new game coming out. I really like this, so I might check that out whenever they release it. Could be fun. It's got the same sort of art style going on from what I can see at the moment. Oh no, no death. No death. No death, only portal. Oh wow, look at this! This looks like a city almost. I love it. Oh no, errors were made. Errors were made in coming in here. There we go. I love how it sometimes just unportals you literally right in front of a pillar and you have to immediately take evasive action. It's real fun. This is so awesome. Oh no, no. Ah! Oh my god! Oh wow, you get a I got an achievement called Pathfinder, but I also noticed that you get a score bonus if you almost slam yourself into a wall, but you just managed to escape. That's pretty cool. I wonder if that Pathfinder was for sort of going right into a structure. Wow. This one's pretty great. It's like a giant futuristic skyscraper city. You know, how lucky are we that we live in this day and age and we have amazing video games like this? In some ways, this kind of reminds me of sort of... This isn't a very exciting level. It sort of reminds me of like flying things. They weren't games exactly, more like tech demos that you sometimes saw back in the day for PlayStation and stuff like that. I remember when I was about 10, yeah, this is more like it. My neighbors had a PlayStation and I would go over to play it sometimes. And it came with like a demo disc with the system. And, oh no, oh, god damn it. 35,000, not bad. And I've now cracked the top 50,000, which is excellent. We had this demo disc and there was this dolphin game. I don't know if it was a real game or just a tech demo for movement and water and stuff like that. But God, it was so fun. I loved moving around as the dolphin and stuff like that. It was great. Demo discs were amazing. I feel like it's a lost art, the demo discs. It's a shame you don't get them anymore. But then we have all these amazing indie games that you can get for free or for very little money. So that's good in its own way. How was my day today? That's a good question. I slept, as I said, not brilliantly last night because I had those Subnautica dreams. So I slept in too much, and then it just took forever to get going. I had all this housework that I wanted to do and I didn't do any of it. Now I'm doing laundry though, so that's something. That's something. And I did my groceries, so that's good as well. Demo discs and shareware discs. Yeah, I remember demo disc. I remember when I was like, this is back when I actually had a computer, so I must have been at least 12. And in Australia, you could get a demo disc. Well, no, it was, I don't know what you call it. It was a disc that you got in your LinnieGrey box, and you could get Age of Empires 1 for free in your LinnieGrey box, as well as a demo for Age of Mythology. And I was like, this is amazing, because I'd never played anything like that before. My parents weren't exactly supportive of video games as a hobby, so me getting any kind of game was like, I would have to save up my own pocket money for it. And I was only getting like, gosh, until I was 12, I was only getting $2 a week pocket money. And then after that, it was like $5 a week. And I had to personally negotiate up to $5 a week. Which, you know, oh, fuck's sakes, I missed it. I feel like maybe my parents might have consulted what things actually cost before making those decisions, or forcing me to negotiate for myself. But, you know, whatever. I suppose it's not required to get pocket money, but anyway. So for me, getting games was kind of a big deal. So to get games for free, oh, this level's pretty vaporwave, was this amazing thing. And it was great. I loved it. I played all the campaigns, and I made my own levels. It's great. I was really worried that little bit there that I was going to start to dive before I got out of that flat, but it worked out. It was all good. Whoop. Yep. Excellent. Again, this looks like something you could see in the real world. I've got to say though, with that pocket money stuff, you know, I was on, like I said, oh Jesus, $2 a week, and I saved up for a whole year to buy a Game Boy Color. So they cost about, you know, like $100 or whatever it was. I saved up my $2 a week, and I saved up my birthday money that I got from my aunties and whatever for a whole year so that I could get a Game Boy Color. So that's sort of a demonstration of the patience in my personality. Maybe perseverance is a better word. Have a slight, whoa, oh Jesus, so close. I was gonna say I've missed all my opportunities for portals, but I just slammed myself into a wall anyway. How late is sleeping in really late considered? Well, I usually wake up between 6 and 7 a.m. and I slept in until 9 today. So I slept in 3 hours more than I usually would. And I just felt off all day. I think, wait, I didn't want to do this level again. I think it's the heat. We're going through like a late summer heat wave at the moment in the city where I live, and my body's just totally over it. It wants none of it. And I live on the 16th floor of an apartment building too, and I don't like to use the aircon too much. So yes. I'm looking through the chat. for something good to stick in the seed. That's about right. I like how it's put this nice red tinge on everything when I put Vine Alien in. Oh god. Oh god. Misjudged that a little bit. Awesome. That's so satisfying when you're going at high speed and you're only going to slam into a wall and die if you get it wrong, but you don't get it wrong. I could definitely recommend this to anyone just looking for a zen game to play. Like I said, having the music on in the background really helps. So, you know, you got some music you want to listen to. Stick that on. Get this on there. Beverage or other item of your choice. Could be a good time. And I do appreciate you being here and watching me play it as well. Oh no, oh no. Oh, I thought I was going to miss that. I thought I was going to miss that. Oh. Let's make sure to fly close to those walls there for those tasty, tasty points. It's kind of a weirdly shaped level. I don't really know what's going on with it. Doesn't really seem like there's a lot to do inside. There's a portal up there, but I'm already way past that point. All right. Well, Asparagon, if you're still hanging around, I tried as hard as I could there to fly into a cloud, and it just took me out of the level, so I think can't really fly into clouds in this game. Which is probably good, because God knows if there were clouds in the canyons, you would never be able to tell when you're about to slam into a wall. Speaking of being about to slam into a wall. I wanna fly through that. I wanna fly through it. Yes. And pull up. Can you imagine being able to do this in real life? How awesome would that be? I don't know if I would ever have the nerve to go skydiving. Explorer, I wonder, I got an achievement just now called Explorer in Steam. I wonder if that's number of worlds I've gone to or number of worlds that I've gone to within a single run. But no, one of my previous runs surely had more worlds, right? I don't know that I would ever have the nerve to go actual skydiving. Whoop. Saved it apparently. But it's not going to last long unless there's a portal down here that I can get into. That's a wall. No thank you. going on here? Whoa, no! Oh my god! This is a chill stream. Chill stream for chill gamers. Let's go to another world, just flat out. Forget that I almost died in that one. I think they did a really good job with the colors in this, in that they've got some pretty, how would you say, garish color combinations, but nothing looks bad. New high score. I know, back on the skydiving topic, and I'm sorry if you're writing about this in chat. I haven't had a chance to look down. What? I just got an achievement called Get a Life. Guys, I'm playing your game. I'm complimenting your game, and you're telling me to get a life? It was a picture of a crown, though, so I think it was a compliment. Skydiving. Yes, I'm not sure I would be allowed, because, I have pretty bad... Oh, jeez. I have pretty bad eyesight, and, you know, when I... Oh, God. Oh, my God. When I go into the optometrist to get my eyes checked out, oh no, oh god, yes, portal, thank you. I have to get scans done of the back of my eyes. I mean, I suppose I don't have to, but they recommend it, and you know, my eyes are quite important to me, so I typically get them. Photographs of your retinas, just to see if there's any weird stuff going on with them, and there is slightly weird stuff going on with my retinas, like they're just a little bit... Oh, jeez. Oh, come on. Yep, we can do it. We can get out. We've done it. Yes! In that they are probably at risk of tearing if I do too much with them, and obviously detached retinas are a medical emergency. So, any kind of big force being applied to them is a danger of causing that to happen, essentially. Yes, I made it. So subsequently, I'm not sure that I would be medically allowed to skydive. Bungee jump, I know I'm not supposed to do, but skydive is a little bit different because you don't have that big jerk at the end. Not to phrase that too suggestively. But yeah. Plus, I mean, like, the just general fear of death is something that might deter me from wanting to skydive. Good old fear of death. At my old work, I used to work at a science museum, and we had what we called a free fall slide. And essentially all it was a slide that had a proper vertical drop in it. So you would be in free fall for a moment rather than being on a slide with your butt on the slide or your legs. And I worked there for something like 3 years, and it took me more or less all 3 of those years to actually go on the slide myself, even though I put hundreds of people down the slide in that time. Oh gosh. I'm not really scared of heights, but I am scared of falling, so. But if it's controlled, it's not really falling, right? It's flying. It's a pretty cool level. Lots of pillars, spires, whatever you want to call them. Whoa. Oh my god. Okay, yep. Yep. High speed is bad. Oh no. Oh no. We good, we good. What do you reckon, chat members? Skydiving, yay or nay? I think I just... Oh, this is a really cool looking level. Look at this. Sweet. Did I just catch out of the corner of my eye? Sorry, I can't really look at the chat while I'm playing this game because of how my chat is set up at the tablet that I have to look down and to the right for. But just have a quick look down. Necro, hello, and thanks for coming to the stream. I thought I saw your green out of the corner of my eye. Alright, I'm just gonna fly here for a bit so that I can see everyone's chat messages for a moment. Sphinx is asking if I have weird eyes while posting a chicken emote. Oh no! Oh my god, you bastard! I couldn't have done anything about that. Look at that, I'm in the top 20,000 now. I'm getting better at this. That's pretty good. Now I can actually read people's chat properly. Asparagus organising their Easter holiday. Good stuff. Organising holidays is the best part of any week, in my opinion. Unless you're actually on holidays, that's pretty awesome as well. Am I playing Eagle Simulator? It's called Superflight. But it does look a bit like an Eagle Simulator, right? Except eagles are a little bit better at not smashing into walls. Necro, you could live without bungee jumping and skydiving. Yeah. Wait, no. Why am I doing this? Chat. Seed. What should I do? What should I do for a seed? Kappa. It's pretty boring for a Kappa. I wish it was grey. Try your name, Necro. I can do that. I'll do that one next. Might take me a little while just to make sure I type it in correctly, but it'll be interesting to see what it generates. I've got to try going for these. There we go. Oh, this is a really cool level. Look at this one. Purple and yellow on a green background. Like I said, the colors, it's really impressive that they get all these garish colors to sort of work together. I mean, for sure, it's super high contrast, but I don't think it looks too bad. Damn it! Went hard for the impressive moves and failed. Alright. You reckon they use color wheel theory to generate the color sets? That wouldn't surprise me, because they are, now that you say that, they do look quite kind of like that. Alright, so it is N3, C12, 0M, 4NC, 312. Not as crazy as I thought it would be, considering everything we had to put in to get it there. Sphinx has got the coloured Kappa. Is coloured Kappa a standard Twitch emote, or is it somebody's? I've always wondered that, and yet never had the... I've never wondered it hard enough to go looking through the standard Twitch emote set, let's put it that way. It was Twitch Turbo originally, but if you have Prime it works. Oh, I don't have Prime. And Little Kappa is the same. I always wondered about that one too. Interesting. Nope, I'm just a regular pleb. that subs to the streamers that I want to support. I'd feel less conflicted about it too if Twitch wasn't owned by Amazon, but I probably shouldn't be getting into that. Not while I'm literally using their service to stream. Now here's a proper Kappa colored level. A good grey level. Nope! Failed at that one. Sphinx, what on earth are you writing in emotes in my chat? Because as far as I can tell, what you're saying is that Vinny is constantly trolling you. That's how I interpret that line of emotes. Vinny's constantly kappaing you. It's a kappa gun. That's very silly. All right. What can I see around me in terms of general objects? Whoa, text. I mean, words. Audible text, what is this?
The same is true for people who think all the time. That means when I use the word think, talking to yourself, subvocal conversation, the constant chit-chat of symbols.
Now I'm getting distracted by it.
Talk words inside your skull. Now, if you do that all the time, you'll find that you've nothing.
It's pretty distracting.
Except thinking. Just as you have to stop talking to hear what others have to say, you have to stop thinking. Find out what life is about.
So for anyone who got here late, the music is not... Oh, Jesus. Did I really just do that? Yeah, I'm not... Got to do that one again. For people who got here late, the music is not, in fact, belonging to this game. It is some royalty-free music that I have from YouTube. Or at least it's copyright-free. God knows if that's the same thing. And I'm using that because this game doesn't have music of its own. But I think it fits really well. I'm pretty sure I just searched ambient royalty-free, and this was the first thing that came up. There we go. Oh, portal. There we go. Portal! Oh, missed. Portal! This is a real spire-y level. Neat. Just like abusing the crap out of portals at the moment. Not for any particular reason, just to do something different. There's another one. Honestly, it's probably good to practice getting into those portals. Because obviously it doesn't knock you out of the game, like I said, if you get to the bottom of the level, but you do get that 1,000 point bonus if you transfer levels via a portal as opposed to reaching the bottom without a portal. But then you do have that danger of potentially slamming into a pillar because of where it outputs you. Having now played this for a while, I would definitely say that I recommend to play this with a controller because I have much better control over my movements with the controller than I did when I was just using the keys. Oh my god. Well, I don't get a so close bonus for that. Gosh, you must really have to kiss the wall if you want that bonus. It's cool. Golden. This game has a great zen quality to it. I think I'll definitely be coming back to this one. As I said at the beginning of the stream, I don't want to stream too long tonight. I do have a bunch of oh my god, that's a dead end! God damn it! I do have a bunch of other stuff, housework-wise, that I need to do tonight, including, at the very least, hanging out my laundry. But, yes, got a few more minutes tonight, and this will definitely be making a reappearance. A seed, chat, while I take a drink. What should I use for a seed? I'm drinking cold milk tea. If you're, what's the word I'm looking for here? Curious, that's the one. Not sweetened or anything, and not from a place. Just literally milk tea in my house that I have allowed to go cold. Because I rather like cold milk tea. And now I have run out, so I am drinking water. My water bottle has the most satisfying sound when it closes. Hang on, I'll make it again just in case you haven't heard it, right? This is the closing sound of my water bottle. Such a good... How would you onomatopoeia that? Like, how would you say that if you had to say an onomatopoeia word for that? I will do holiday for a seed. Like a... Clonk? I don't know. Let's go. Kerchunk? Yeah, that's good. Holiday. How's this for a holiday, Asparagus? Go on holiday here. Red and blue is certainly a bold choice in colors. Doing crazy shit like that sometimes is fun too. This looks like almost a real environment. Look, all the block tops are green, like it was grassy, and then it's kind of a red stone. Lots of stone is red. Oh my god, oh my god. The sky is more or less earth-like color. Really needed to make that portal, otherwise I would have been slamming into a wall. Oh god. I do not have the flight path that I want here. How are the maps generated? I'm not sure exactly how they do it. It's, I would guess just algorithmically generated based on the letters that you input. Oh, I got another achievement called Adventurer. Gosh, I can't have too many more achievements left on this game. It only had like 20. I unlocked about 5 of them in my very first play of it, which happened about 2 minutes before I went live. I was about to say, if I managed to miss every single one of those portals, I would have been impressed with myself more than anything. Necro doesn't like drinking cold tea, has to be hot, otherwise what's the point? How do you feel about bubble tea? Because I really like bubble tea. Or, where you come from, it might be called boba tea. I know it's called different things in different parts of the world, but bubble tea is what we call it in Australia. Oh boy. It's a close one there. I love the gold. You know, when I was younger, I used to be able to lucid dream. I can't do it anymore. I chose to fall out of habit because I felt like the dreams that I could lucid dream were never as interesting as the random craziness that my brain could generate for itself, so I just stopped doing it. But it was awesome being able to fly in your dreams. I think I valued the random unpredictability of things that my brain could throw at me more than I valued the control that lucid dreaming gives you. I can still, if I really put an effort in and I concentrate when I'm going to sleep, I can still do it. And also I can, oh geez, oh damn it. I can stop my own nightmares, which are great. That's a really useful feature to be able to, like a human feature to be able to do. This is Kerchunk, the map. Oh, I like this song. I wonder if this is the last song in the mix, because doesn't it feel like the sort of song that you might put at the end of a list? And I know it was just over an hour long, and I've been streaming for just over an hour now. I can still hear my washing machine going, so until I hear the beep from that, I'm going to keep streaming. My washing machine is a little bit unpredictable with its timing sometimes. Oh no! Oh, that was a failure. Just because I have it on a cycle called Rinse Plus because I have very sensitive skin, and if there's any soap residue, it irritates my skin. But it decides when it's done with the extra rinsing rather than me, so. Sphinx used to keep a dream journal. Well, that's how I learned to lucid dream, and that's how they say to teach yourself to do it as well, to keep a journal to start with. These days I write down bits and pieces if it seems relevant to me, and nightmares I typically remember the details of because my nightmares are things that I can't get out of my head, if that makes sense. Necro, you'll like this. I had nightmares last night. I didn't sleep very well, and my nightmares were I was looking out of my observation. Yes, play. I was looking out of my observation room in my Subnautica base, and I could just see Reaper Leviathans and Warpers and those crab squids and just everything that wanted to attack me was just like massing out there to attack. And then plus I was looking at this and trying to talk to chat at the same time. It was very silly. I'm sorry to hear you have trouble with the sleeping Sphinx. I used to have a lot more trouble with sleeping when my anxiety was worse, back when I was in grad school especially. And sucks, really sucks. It's interesting actually, when I was younger, like in my early 20s, my sleep problems manifested more in terms of not being able to get to sleep. But then probably from like 26, 27, my sleep problems were much more along the lines of waking up early when I was stressed out. Weird how that changes as you get older. These days I don't sleep too badly at all, but then I'm a lot less stressed than I used to be, so that's good stuff. Plus I live a healthier lifestyle for sleep as well. Like I eat less sugar. I basically don't put caffeine in my body at all. And I exercise a lot more. That helps with your sleep too, apparently. I meditate as well. That helps with your sleep as well. I've started, but only in the last week, so I can't say that it's going to have an effect, is I've started putting like a limit on when I'm allowed to eat up until, so I have a limit now that I can't eat after 10 p.m. when I sleep at about midnight, so we'll see if that improves my sleep even further. But on nights when I'm streaming right up till 11:30, I can't sleep within about an hour of going offline. It just takes a little while for my brain to calm itself down. I wasn't really looking for Portal there. I just wanted to do a deep dive. The Spire World. I'm sticking to the outside because I'm trying to read chat. Necro hasn't had bubble tea. Looks more like a milkshake. More or less. It is like a dessert drink, like a milkshake or like iced coffee or something like that. Do you guys have that in America, Necro? I can't remember if you're from America or if you're from Europe, but do you have what in Australia we call an iced coffee or an iced chocolate? So what it is it's like, okay, it's kind of like a drink that's also a sundae. So the base is, okay, so you get ice cream in the glass. It's served in a tall glass like a milkshake is. And you put the ice cream in there or whatever. And then you put the drink in there. So if it's coffee, you put coffee in. If it's an iced chocolate, you put in chocolate syrup just on the sides of the inside sides of the glass. And then you put in milk. And then you put like whipped cream on top, and then you dust it with coffee or chocolate or something like that. Do you guys have a drink like that where you are? You have stuff like that, but you call them floats. Okay, so in Australia, we also have what you call floats, but we call them spiders. That's right. There's so many spiders in Australia that we just have to call like a drink that already has a perfectly good and indeed better name, also a spider. So a spider in Australia means you have soda we call it soft drink, but you have soda and ice cream in a drink. So you put like a scoop of ice cream in and then you pour soda on top of it. That's a spider in Australia. Germany has it, asparagus, like an iced coffee or iced chocolate. Oh shit. No. 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 Couldn't save it. Couldn't save it. Iced coffee is basically flavored sugared heavy milk. Wait, Necro, you're German as well? 2 German people in my chat. What? No. New seed. New seed! It's better. I know what it's going to be this time. Iced coffee. If you drink orange juice and vanilla ice cream, it's a blonde angel. Okay, look, Australia has some pretty weird food, but even we don't do that. Oh my god, orange juice and vanilla ice cream. I don't know if I could do that. Music just stopped. Hang on. Let me investigate this music situation. You're probably going to lose various for a moment. What do you mean video pause, continue watching? You judging me for watching this in the background for ages, YouTube? Thanks for confirming. What are we, Netflix? Hang on. I'm going to find a longer song. That one's only 3 minutes long. Here we go. Let's get that up. Then that up. There we go. Just going to read the chat for a moment here. I should probably verbalize while I'm reading the chat so it's a bit more engaging for you, hey? So I got in the habit of drinking bubble tea. Actually, I was going to say while I was in Japan, but I don't think it was while I was in Japan actually now. I think I was kind of used to drinking it from before that. In Australia, we have a lot of, you know, young people who are either visiting or living here from North Asian and South Asian countries where it's more popular. So obviously we have it. They have it in Japan too. And I just got kind of used to it from there. I have mine without sugar though. So I literally just have like cold milk and tea with the bubbles. I love the tapioca bubbles. They're so chewy and good. Some people find them really gross, but I really like them. I just love that we call what Americans call float spiders. I find it so entertaining. Melbourne also has coffee with ice, just like that. Yeah. So there's all kinds of different iced coffee from all over the world. So in Japan, if you get iced coffee, it's just like that. It is cold coffee with ice in it. And actually, it's really, really good with a bit of sugar. I can't have it without sugar, but black iced coffee with a bit of the sugar syrup that they have there, yes, really nice in summer. In fact, in the 7-Elevens in Japan, you go to the ice cream freezer and you get out a cup of ice and then you take it over to the coffee machine and you put your coffee in that way, and that's how you get your iced coffee. And I was just like, this is an amazing innovation. Japan, like, so good at that. And then of course you can get iced coffee in a can as well. Sphinx, you drink iced coffee as well, but only black without sugar. Yeah, it's interesting, you know, how many different variations there can be and how many different ways people themselves prefer their coffee. I go through periods with tea where I'm like, milk tea, I will drink nothing else. And then I go through periods where I'm like, milk tea, I would rather die than drink that. Nice coffee shops where you make coffee ice cubes and pour the chilled coffee over the coffee ice cubes. I bet they probably do that in places in Melbourne as well. Melbourne being what it is. Sphinx, sometimes I can't sleep like that as well. And I've got to say, when I was in Japan at grad school, I had a lot of times like that. And I'm sure this wouldn't surprise you in the slightest, but when I was over there, when I was having a lot of trouble sleeping, I could not tell you how many times I fell asleep listening to Vinny. He's got that, as much as he does the weird noises, he's got that calming voice. That's right, we're doing iced coffee. That helps to sleep. Streams are good for that. When I was in Japan, before or after the disaster, it was 2 years after. So, no, it was 1 year after. It had to be 1 year after because, I actually went to a part of Japan that is very close to Fukushima. So where I was at uni, a place called Tsukuba, in a prefecture called Ibaraki. It is the prefecture directly south of Fukushima. So the first year I was there was 2012, and the big earthquake happened in 2011, and we were still getting big aftershocks in 2012. That was real good doing that one again. Big aftershocks, you know, like 5.6 aftershocks. There were about 3 in the year that I was there. And they would be considered a big enough earthquake in their own right. Whereas by the time I went back to grad school over there, when I was, God, it was like 2 years later, the aftershocks had calmed down. I think we had one. In the 2 years that I was there, we had one big earthquake in that time. Lots of small earthquakes, of course. Japan is very tectonically active, but not nearly as much as that first 1 year. But there's disasters, natural disasters all over the place in Japan, like constantly. So I swear every year they have some massive flood and landslide event in the Kansai, Western Japan region in summer when they have the big rains. So in Japan, they pretty strongly have 4 seasons, unlike Australia, which doesn't really have strong 4 seasons at all. But they also have a rainy season at the start of summer, a distinct rainy season period. And it happens in different months, depending... Oh, look at that. How the hell am I supposed to get up there? Nope. I was about to hit the wall. So yeah, depending on where you are, the actual month that happens in is different, and then it gets disgustingly muggy and humid for the month after that as well. But when they get rain in Japan, they flipping get rain, like serious business rain. So yeah, they have these massive disasters every year. People die. But of course, because they have disasters all the time, their disaster management system is extremely efficient. So you see pictures coming out of it. I remember seeing one last year. I think there was a big earthquake in the Osaka region, and there were big holes in the road, like cracked road, just really bad situation. And then there were photos from the very next day when it had been repaired, and you're just like, wow. Now that is some disaster response right there. But it's just that they're used to it and they have all that infrastructure available to get it done. And Japanese people have been doing disaster drills, you know, since they were tiny, and we do them every year at uni. We have mandatory disaster drills. You just get used to it. No, I would like to go to the next level, please. Thank you. Oh, no. Too much momentum. Got to be careful with that. You maintain your momentum from the level that you're in previously. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's not happening, is it? Same for you when you're on... No, I want... New seat. It's the same for you when you're on the East Coast, but when you're on the West Coast, yeah, he ends and you usually still up. Well, yeah, because he'd be ending at like what? It's 3 hours difference, right? So, like only midnight. Even I would still probably be up. give me a minute, guys. I'm just going to go check if my washing machine has finished yet, because if it has not, it is false advertising, but I haven't heard it beep. All right, it's finished, but I'm still going to go for another couple minutes. Sorry, just fiddling with the mic there. All right. Seed, 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 seed. Washing. This is a nice one. Look how green and nice this is. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh! How am I going to fall asleep to your stream if you're busy doing laundry? Wait, no, I was going to redo this because not very long. I'll have to be more considerate. Oh, I didn't realize I was so close. I'll have to be more considerate of Sphinx in the future and make sure to go for another couple hours. I do usually like to go for a bit longer than this, but as I said, I was a bit off today and there is house crap that I have to get done. I also have a blood donation tomorrow, so I really need to be more or less at 100% physically, or as close to it as I can manage. Wow, look at this color scheme. This is Vaporwave, the color set. That cyan and that magenta. Yes, thank you. I will take one of this color set. Yes, please, and thank you. Oh no. Oh God, why? Alright. Washing is not my good luck seed. Washing machine or laundry? Well, I just did washing, so let's do laundry, because I meant to do that one before, and then I didn't. Whoa. Oh, really? We're doing that one again. I feel like it's interesting how having something on like the radio or particularly a stream can help people sleep. I guess it's that sort of impression that it gives you, that parasocial impression. Wow, look at all the spires. I don't think I've seen a spire level with this color scheme before. It gives you that impression that you've got someone there with you. And I don't know what you guys think, but I always find it much easier to sleep if I have someone there with me. So it doesn't have to be like, you know, an intimate partner literally in my bed with me. But I remember also when I was younger, although they're not that much younger, although I guess it's probably about 10 years now, but when I was, you know, on holidays with my family, and it was me and my sisters in a room together. You know, it was just kind of comforting to know I would always fall asleep better in that situation. And then, what's the other example that I was going to use? Oh, I remember. So when I was in Japan, I was in a choir with my uni, and we would go away on like choir training camps when we had a performance coming up, just so we could just buckle down for a couple days and just practice all the songs. And all the girls would sleep together in one room and all the guys would sleep together in one room, just like, kind of like dormitory bunk room sort of things. And oh no, come on, please live, please live, please live, please live. Oh my god, I lived. And I found it easy to fall asleep in there as well, even though, you know, like, I'm kind of weak when it comes to staying up, so there'd be all these like girls still staying up, like the lights would be on, they'd be chatting, they'd be playing card games or whatever, and I would be like just lying there, full light, tons of noise going on, but I would fall asleep really easily just because I knew, you know, I was among friends, we were all there together, and I was safe. That really helped me. And I think probably streams have the same effect, because our brains aren't really terribly good at telling the difference between our actual social relationships and having people physically proximate to you, and the kinds of parasocial relationships that we develop through things like Twitch and Twitter and other kinds of, I suppose you could call it like direct contact social media or something like that, where you feel like you are really close to the person who's doing whatever online. Our brains aren't really good at differentiating that from people we are literally in the same place as. So it probably gives you that same sense of, oh, someone's nearby, I'm safe. Oh no, oh god, oh Jesus, I almost saved that. Having a voice in the background makes it easier to sleep. Yeah, I agree. Paranormal relationships. Parasocial, Sphinx, parasocial. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna try that again. Oh, god damn it! I stopped paying attention. I was like, yeah, I'm doing it! And I stopped paying attention. There we go! Man, that was a massive score from that one thing that I did. I wonder what you have to do to get that awesome. Maybe it's go at speed through a opening? I'm not sure. Nope. Oh, yeah. And look, there's a whole bunch of portals here to reward me for my risk-taking behavior. Can you imagine if this game becomes super popular like Fortnite? There'll be a moral panic. It'll be like, these video games today are teaching our children to jump off buildings and go canyon base jumping, and Jesus Christ. Necro, you think listening to streams and podcasts and stuff instantly knocks you out as well? Yeah, it really does for me. It's weird, isn't it? All right. How am I going to decide how many more? I'll do like 3 more. I'll do 3 more. If you got any suggestions for seeds, make them now. I will be returning to this game, maybe next Monday, maybe some other time, by the way. Because it is good stuff. Pumpkin seeds. I'm disappointed this isn't orange. I guess... No, I take it back. This is pumpkin seeds because it's green like the solid part is green and then it's surrounded by orange. So this is pumpkin seeds. This is pumpkin seeds. Whoop. There you go. I already did laundry asparagus, and that was the last one where I got that good, awesome score on it. So it's a good one to remember. Oh no, oh no, oh no! Oh god. Have I tried my name yet? I definitely tried it when I was testing the game. I could give it a go. I don't know that I showed it on stream, so we can give that one a go next. Oh, Jesus. I'm thinking about streaming tomorrow night as well, because usually on Tuesday nights it's a quite heavy night at the gym for me. But tomorrow night I'm not allowed to do heavy gym. In fact, I'm not really allowed to do gym at all, because turns out if you take out half a liter of your blood, you can't really exercise as efficiently as you might be able to otherwise. So might have something tomorrow night, not sure what yet. Could do another chill stream like this. Could try and do another sneaky KOTOR, because I set up Oblivion. I did that. It was the long weekend for us, so I didn't have work today, but on Saturday I set up Oblivion and made sure that that was all working. And now I'm really impatient to play it because I forgot how much fun it was. Of all the Elder Scrolls games, Oblivion is the one that I spent the most time in. So for me, I'm really looking forward to streaming it. I probably spent like 400 or 500 hours in Oblivion all up, between different computers and playthroughs. For the longest time, I didn't really have a computer that could run, God, Fallout 3, much less Skyrim. So yeah, I just put tons and tons of time into Oblivion, and there's still people modding for it. Like, one of the plugins that I have to try and balance out the creatures a little bit better was authored in 2014 or 15, when the game had already been out for 10 years. So yeah, I think as a designer, as a producer of video games, you can probably consider yourself to have had a success if people are still playing your game 10 years after you release it, right? Wait. Oh my god! Oh my god! Ah, oh, so close, so close. This song is nice. Oblivion will always be classic. I agree. Whoa. Is this IO? Like, Rapture? Is this a slowed down version of Rapture by IO? Hang on. Hang on, I gotta find out. I gotta find out. Does it have like a... Where are we? I wanna see if it has the track guide. It doesn't say it, but this is definitely Rapture by IO. It's definitely the lyrics. Have I not got focus? There we go. I've you know, it's something that I don't know where I picked this feeling up from, but I've always sort of felt a sense of embarrassment about it. But I have always, ever since I was about 10 and first heard it, been a massive fan of like Euro dance pop. Especially stuff from the 90s and early 2000s when I was, you know, like my most impressionable sort of 12 to 14 age bracket. And Rapture is very much one of those songs. It's weird, you know, because I'm certainly not like, oh no, we did that again. That was bad. I'm certainly not the kind of person that would go out clubbing, and yet I love club music. That is a wall, Linny. Do not fly into wall. Alright, I'm gonna go till 9:30. That's my decision. So 10-15 minutes from now. I could easily play this for another couple of hours, though. It's really addictive. I would recommend this game, Superflight it's called, if you want to check it out yourself. It is much easier to play if you have a controller. Oh, for fuck's sake. No. No, 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 no. No. Now I'm just getting silly with it. Ah! Sphinx, you think everyone who was a kid around then loved that stuff? Yeah. I still do a little bit though. Like it's a bit cringe now thinking back on like what I thought was awesome music. Like, I mean, it's good beats. What should my seed be? What should my seed be? I'll go ambient. It's not very ambient. It's alright. I'll love it anyway. Sphinx has written good beats with 2 E's. Not a huge fan of the beet vegetable myself. I mean, I'll eat it. Not a huge fan of it. Oh, here's something to horrify any Americans in the audience. In Australia, what you would consider a burger with the lot includes a slice of beetroot and also a ring of pineapple and also a fried egg. So enjoy that as you try and get to sleep tonight. Sort of Australians chomping down on a nice burger with a fried egg, ring of pineapple, nice couple of slices of beetroot. There's a portal. Oh my god! I was aiming. There's like a portal under there, but you know what? I think I can live without that portal. That good cyan and pink color scheme again. See you later, Spargan. Have a good night. Good luck with planning your holiday. Sounds fun. Sphinx, you think all those things are fine on a burger, but not together? Nah, it's gotta be all together. Otherwise, it's not the lot, is it? Fuck! I apologize for bringing a loud fuck into your calming chill stream this evening. I'm an adult. I promise. I can produce documentary evidence, although I probably wouldn't want to show any of my documentary evidence on the stream. Full lot of crap. No! You insulting my country's culture, Sphinx? Wouldn't dare. Nah, it's fine. Swoosh on through there. I feel like it's easy to accidentally fuck up when you're down here at the bottom of the level. Because you're like, oh, we're already sort of phasing out of the level because it's going white. I can't hit anything, and then suddenly you hit something and immediate death. I've noticed there's kind of a trick to it where you want to sort of level out as you go through the portal or you hit the bottom of the level, because otherwise, if you're traveling down at speed, you maintain that speed when you hit the new level. So that can easily result in your death. Not that I feel like I should be giving lessons on this, because I haven't exactly been doing stellarly since I've been talking with the chat. When I pay attention, I do better than when I'm talking with the chat. But as I've said before, talking with the chat is a much higher priority for me than playing the video game as well, so I really appreciate you all being here and chatting with me, or just lurking. That's good too. Whoa. This one's pretty horizontal. Oh, Jesus. Sphinx, you heard Australians are 11 feet tall and will mess you up for talking shit about their burgers? Nah. Nah, mate. It's all good. I don't personally know many 11 feet tall Australians. I'm told that I'm bang on average for a woman in Australia for height, and I am 5... Shit, how tall am I? 5'5", 5'6". We use the centimeters over here, you understand, so I don't always remember what I am in feet and inches. 5'5", I think. 169 centimeters. That's right, 100 and the funny number centimeters. It was interesting when I was over in Japan. I think I mentioned this on another stream recently, but I was well above the average for female height when I was in Japan. Oh, I loved the color scheme in this level. Lots of different stuff going on. So I was used to being like really, really tall. I was taller than a lot of the guys that I knew as well, or of a height. I didn't know too many guys who were taller than me. And I had to get used to that not being the case again, more or less the moment I landed again in Sydney Airport. Like, oh, that's right, I'm short. Nope. Ah, damn it. All right. No, 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 no. You know, I feel like if I had done that better, I might have actually made it through that gap. quite. I was trying to kill myself so I could get a new seed, but... Let's try again. Maybe if I start with a little less... Oh no, there's that ledge. Let's use a new map. Let's try a number instead. Oh, that's a pretty cool map. I like that. It's like a teal color. I love teal. Teal's actually my favorite color. Blue-green. Fuck that up royally. So I'm saying I'm big in Japan. Apparently if you follow like a pretty standard formula, it's not that big to like get kind of YouTube and Instagram big as a foreigner in Japan. That's what I read. But I mean, when I was over there, I was always more into sort of fitting in with Japanese people, so not really my scene. When I went in 2012, I spent like the whole first, whoa shit, Jesus. The first sort of 6 months with my choir. And I just want to say, like, if I hadn't had the choir, I wouldn't be nearly the speaker of Japanese that I am now, and I probably wouldn't have even gone back to do my masters there. It's no real overstatement to say that while going back to Japan to do my masters was definitely something that I kind of wanted to do, I didn't really have anything else that I could think of doing. And I wanted to go back to finish off my 3rd year in the choir, if that makes sense. It sounds like such a stupid reason to make such a big lifestyle decision, but you know, when I think back on it now, I'm like, you know, if I had not gone over there when I did, I hadn't been alone when I was, at the time that I was, in the place that I was, with all the stuff around me that I had, and the lifestyle that I was living, so many things wouldn't have been the same that I really like about my life now, like where I work and just, I probably wouldn't have, Sphinx, I probably wouldn't have gotten into Vine Source if I hadn't gone and done my masters over there. So that's like kind of how big of a thing it was, even though like I don't use my master's degree now. Actually, you know what? I do use my master's degree now. You know what I use it for? I have my monitor held up to my correct viewing height as we speak by a stack of my thesis from my master's degree. It's 9:30, but I want to do one more. I didn't know you're a singer. Yeah, I'm not like anything special, but I can hold a tune. When I was younger, I always wished like I had a high voice. You know, like I wanted to sound like, God, probably when I was really young, I probably wanted to sound like, actually, you know what? When I was young, I wanted to sound like a Disney princess. I wanted to have that kind of a singing voice. But I've always had much more of a deep singing voice. So in a choir, I'd be an alto. The highest I could manage was a mezzo soprano. And even then, that wasn't super comfortable for me. Fuck! That was so good. Could do that again. But yeah, I can sing like things around the range of what you'd hear like Adele or Amy Winehouse sing. Katie Lang is actually a big vocal idol of mine. She has such a beautiful voice. And if I'm singing like karaoke or something like that, then I tend to be more comfortable singing pop songs that are actually sung by men with a high tenor rather than women, because most women's pop songs, frankly, are sung for like sopranos. can do a pretty good Wonderwall. But that's sort of the level that I'm comfortable singing at. An octave up, mind you. Like, I can't sing quite the male vocal range, but that is more comfortable for me, singing songs designed for men to sing. Sphinx, you say, I'm not going to say you are, but you say you're a really bad singer, but you like to pretend. I think all of us feel like that a little bit, right? And I mean, it's like any artistic skill. Having the talent is one thing, but it's putting the practice in that really makes the difference. Fuck, 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 fuck. You can be the most talented singer in the world, but if you aren't putting that practice in, your voice isn't going to have that sound. And similarly, you can have a pretty mediocre voice, talent-wise, but if you put the effort in, it can sound pretty good. Have you sung in any of your music, Sphinx, or are you more instrumental? I still haven't gone and listened to your music, I'm sorry. Fuck! One more. Simba? Singer. 3 hours later. Wah! I didn't count. That definitely didn't count. Oh, look at that green. It's like mini golf course green. Shit. Way too fast. A lot of swearing in this chill stream, hey? I really need to get on to investigating monitor options, because I feel like this probably is a game where I could chat pretty easily, but I can't look down. Oh, Sphinx, you said that the new OBS has has chat integration, didn't you? Maybe I'll actually have to. I haven't done the upgrade yet because I know I'm going to have to redo all my settings and I really don't want to. So I've been putting it off and putting it off. But if it has chat integration, it might be worth it. Fuck, I have made errors! I love in this stream how I'm just like, oh, nice chat, nice chat, nice chat. Fuck! Nice chat, nice chat, nice chat. Damn it! Your voice in some songs. But it's always runs through synths or vocoders. Yeah. Save your profile and scenes, and they shouldn't change when you update. I'm putting a lot of faith in this beginner's streamer understanding of how OBS works. I'm sure I can work it out. Fuck, 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 damn it! I don't want to stop! I don't want to stop, it's too fun! I have work in the morning and I have to hang my laundry out and I have to tidy my kitchen up, but I don't want to stop. I'm not a real adult. Oh, look at this. I don't think I've seen one with like a platform like this before. Ah, shit. Saw that coming. Couldn't get out of the way in time. Even in Linnie, there's a little... I'm not sure. What's that emote called? Does it mean like swearing or does it mean anger? Anger. Is anger? Is this what anger looks like? Well, according to this game, it is. I'm sure if I wanted to play this seriously, there's like strats for getting the best possible score out of it. Fuck that. For getting the best possible score out of it. But as it stands, the best part about it is, you know, you can reload the same level 10 times and play it differently every all 10 times. Felicia Rage, okay. You know, it's funny, I can be playing fuck Subnautica and, you know, like no rage. Limited rage. Let's be realistic. But you know, there was someone clipped out of last night's Subnautica stream. That moment where I was in the prawn suit and a Reaper just literally swam over me and I was like, oh wow, that could have been a really bad thing if they decided to do something with that. And then later, this wasn't clipped, but I remember it happening. Damn it. Oh no, I hit it, good. Later, there was that time when I was like 10 meters away from my house and a Reaper attacked my Seamoth and left it with 5% health. Sphinx, you might have been asleep at this point. But yeah, so that happened. And I'm pretty sure at that time I was like, whoa, that could have been really bad. And I had just been talking shit about the fact that I was still using the Seamoth from the start of the game, like that I hadn't had to build a second Seamoth, that I'd managed to make it survive that long. And I was still just like, whoa, that could have been a pretty bad situation. But then here I run into like a piece of wall and I'm like, God fucking damn it. Don't worry, I've still got the Seamoth. I survived the hit. Seamoth just survived the hit. And now it's at full health again. That was a real dangerous stream for my Seamoth though, because I took it down with the crab squids. It got attacked there. I took it 10 meters away from my house and it got attacked by Reaper Leviathans because I built my house on top of a Reaper Leviathan nest. It was a good time. Alright. When I die next is probably going to have to be when I end the stream, having gone 15 minutes over when I should have ended. But if I don't die, then I don't have to end the stream. Tap side of head. Rip Seamoth next stream, probably, you know, probably. I'm gonna have to go into more and more dangerous areas from now on. I think I said last stream that I probably won't be taking the Seamoth out into those dangerous areas again without the torpedo module installed, because that was the real issue. And I still haven't actually tested out the torpedoes on either the Crab Squid or the Reaper Leviathan. So that's something that needs to happen. Works fine on bone sharks and on warpers. Whoa, Jesus! This one's an assault to the eyes. It's also like Australia's national colours, green and gold. Torpedoes are just a false sense of security capper. A false sense of security capper? No. I shouldn't be an asshole. I'm just impressed by people who can type out the emotes on Switch. On Twitch. Jesus, I said Twitch for Switch earlier in the stream, and now I'm saying Switch for Twitch. Like, for example, Resident Sleeper. Jesus, there's no way I could remember how to type that out. You have a little remote keyboard you use when you're in bed? Yeah. I use mobile, which makes me a second-class citizen as far as Twitch is concerned. I love that Twitch has extensions for mobile now to a certain extent, but they don't have Better Twitch TV or Francoface Z for mobile yet. So I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I'll just go fuck myself then. Still. They have like recommended streamers and nothing else available. Oh, it's hailing where Necro is. That's nice. What nice spring weather you've got happening for you. I actually had someone at the stream last night from Hungary, and they were saying it was really foggy and rainy over there at the moment, more so than it usually would be. In Australia, it's currently hotter than it would be at this time of year, so... And like it snowed like late in, I know, the East Coast America. Oh, fuck, do you mind? Not crashing. Don't know how it's going in the west of the United States. But then my understanding is your weather is a little bit more like Australia than it is like the East Coast anyway. I just got an achievement called Call Me Dora. So I guess that's your I've been to a lot of levels achievement for this game. When you're in bed, it's your laptop hooked up to a projector. That sounds pretty extra, Sphinx. You know what? I definitely have to end soon because, as I was saying before, I don't eat after 10 p.m. now, and I've only eaten like once today. Oh, that's not entirely true. I had like a big brunch at like midday, and then I ate a bunch of snacks this afternoon. But I haven't eaten anything you could call dinner. Whoops, I decided to stream instead of eating dinner. This music was a good choice. I'm gonna have to favorite this channel. Whatever the fuck favoriting is called on YouTube these days. Subscribing? It's weird. Subscribe has such a different meaning between Twitch and YouTube. I'm glad that this game gives you the option to not display your current score. Because for me, if I can see my score as I'm playing a game like this... Oh, fuck, that was a bit close. If I can see my score while I'm playing a game like this, it makes me nervous and makes me more likely to make mistakes. So I really appreciate that the devs actually by default have it turned off. You have to enable it if you want to see it. It's like a 70-inch screen on your wall. That does sound pretty cool. Oof. I've got to say, if I'm watching Twitch live while I'm trying to fall asleep, or napping, or just drowsy, or something like that, and I'm watching on mobile on my tablet, I do get nervous that I'm going to accidentally like smash the keyboard, not smash, mash the keyboard with my my face or my hands or something like that, and post something embarrassing in the chat. Or see, at least with your solution, it's a keyboard, a little bit more difficult to just put your face on it and post something stupid in the chat. Not bad, not bad, not bad. See, this is what I mean. I'm actually paying attention to the game at the moment. And as you can tell, I can go quite a time once I start paying attention to the game. So I'm doing things that just a little bit, oh, there we go, a little bit more risky, just because I do know that I have to stop. But That was 49,000. That was very respectable.
Now, if you do that all the time, you'll find that you've nothing to think about.
Alrighty. Bye, Necro. Thanks for coming tonight. I hope you enjoyed the chill stream. And I'm going to stop now if you're still here. I feel like you only just typed that, right? Sync says it's a keyboard and touchpad the size of an Xbox controller, so it's kind of shit to type on. Yeah, because I mean, like, I feel like if you had little hands, I have quite little hands, it wouldn't be too bad. But if you've got, like, big hands, probably a little bit more difficult. Alrighty. Of course, the music starts talking now. There we go. There's music. You have little hands as well? Alright, so it's not too bad then. Alright, guys. Those of you who are still left, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I had a lot of fun streaming Superflight, and I think I found a pretty good game for chill stream nights. This has a lot of replayability. It's really good and easy to chat with. And so long as I don't find out this music will actually get me in trouble playing it, I'll have to go back and listen to the VOD in a day or so and just check that it hasn't been muted. Yeah, hopefully we can play a bit more of this. Have a wonderful night, guys. Like I said, I will probably be streaming tomorrow because I won't be allowed to exercise tomorrow night. So why not get a little cheeky stream in while I have a bit of extra time. And I hope to see you again soon. Take care of yourself. And peace. Sleep well. Bye-bye.